to my channel. My name is Anthony. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be creating this full face of products that are new to me. They're not new on the market, most of them, except maybe like one product is new on the market. But everything else has been around for a while. I just haven't used it. So I'm going to be putting that on my face today, but also talking to you guys about something that I've been thinking about for a little while now that I just wanted to address. So if you want to see how I got this look and you're down to have a semi-deep conversation, stay tuned. Lately I've been having a few dry patches, which I'm not used to at all. I don't really know how to feel about it. Let's put this on and see what it does. Of course, I will have everything listed down below. So guys, I wanted to talk to you guys today about challenging beauty standards. God, as you guys know, I just recently started my channel here. And one thing I've noticed on social media, everybody looks the same. Like, it's kind of crazy to me. I like to call it the internet prototype. The internet prototype is usually a Caucasian or very light-skinned woman who has like 5 acres of eyelid space, right? Usually light-colored eyes. And those are the people I tend to see being marketed towards the general population. Wow, this is gonna be a glowy look today, okay? I don't think any of us really live in a place where everybody looks like the internet prototype, okay? Or like an Instagram model. And they know that as well. They're selling us a fantasy. It is an unrealistic expectation of what standard of beauty should be. And because this is all you're gonna see on Instagram or on YouTube or on TV shows even, a lot of times it seems like we ourselves fall victim to those stereotypes and seeking those fantasies and just not being open to a diverse concept of what beauty can be and what beauty is. Diversity is beautiful versus what people find to be marketable, because that's what we really see. Brands and social media pushing what is marketable or what they think is marketable, right? How long did it take for brands to start pushing out foundation shades for people of color, specifically dark-skinned people of color? It took a while. And the reason they didn't put it out is because they kept saying it wasn't marketable. Ultimately, the consumers are the ones who are going to change that narrative, right? And that's why when you see when they finally started to include darker-skinned people of color in this beauty space, those things were flying off the shelves, right? And that's because what they thought was marketable was completely false. And it was based on an idea of beauty that comes from colonization, white supremacy, all of that. Even in the male beauty space, and I'm gonna speak on the male beauty space just a little bit because obviously I am a male in this beauty space, or trying to be in this beauty space. And even amongst the male influencers, there seems to be still a prototype that is pushed. A lot of times it's going to be a queer man, have minimal body hair, minimal facial hair, and they're very skinny or very fit. You know, you don't really see a lot of plus size men or men with masculine features, kind of like myself, being pushed or being marketed in the beauty space. And it's for the same reason. They might not feel that that aesthetic is marketable for something like makeup. The reason this matters is because representation is important, and we know this, right? We hear it all the time. It is a fact. Representation is important in multiple spaces, including the beauty community space. Hey, Danessa. Ooh, that's crazy. Okay, that's exciting. A lot of times it can seem as though people are a little less open to receiving information if you don't look a certain way, right? So if you don't look like an Instagram model, a lot of times people may not give you the time of day, while being extremely supportive to somebody who already has a bunch of followers or is that internet prototype. And I think that even if you are what I'm calling the prototype, this may not seem apparent to you because to you, you are being represented, and those people who are being pushed into everybody else's faces do represent you or a fantasy or a goal that you want to achieve, right? But again, thinking about the world at large, when you look around you, there's people in your life that are not being represented, most likely, right? Maybe your mom, your sister, your brother, whoever else. And it still matters for the people around us, right? I've literally had people tell me that they don't do eye looks at all because they don't see any pictures or images of people doing beautiful eye looks on their type of eye shape, right? And so they don't even think that they can pursue that or try it, right? And so that stuff like that, or again, people who are darker skinned, not seeing themselves represented, not feeling like, wow, my cat is being reckless, daddy is doing a video, having to do so much extra work to find their beauty or to seek out images that represent them. And I find that to be a little disheartening. You know what I mean? The internet is such a big place, and there are so many people who partake in social media that it's kind of concerning to me that in 2020 we still tend to fall prey to these ideals that are pushed upon us. And when that happens, I don't think you guys realize how many people you're missing out on who have so much knowledge, so much talent, so much information and passion that they want to share with the world and with you guys, because so many of us are just focused on the person who has 2 million subscribers versus the content that's being created and the effort and the passion that goes into that content. Now, this doesn't mean that big influencers don't deserve their shine, right? Because many of those influencers obviously start off somewhere as well. They bust their ass to get to where they are. But this idea that there's not room for everybody throws me off a little bit. That because there's one gay man with a beard that has been successful, so we're fine, forget everybody else. Or the fact that there's a few dark-skinned women who are successful, forget everybody else. What exactly is more important? What somebody looks like, their following, how many likes they get, or the content that they're creating? The passion that goes behind it, the amount of effort that somebody puts into producing content because they love what they're doing. And the reason I'm bringing this up to you guys at all is because I want you guys to think about whether you're part of the problem or the solution, to be honest, you know? We scream about inclusion and diversity all the time in different scenarios, but a lot of us will not practice it. A lot of us still do like just the same people, or we see people on our own timeline all day long posting amazing content. You see that they're putting passion behind it and that they love what they're doing, and we will not support them. We'll then go to these problematic YouTubers or social media influencers and hype up their products or push them in the algorithm. And to me, if you can support a Jeffree Star and get him to the millions of followers that he's at and the amount of success that he has, then we can definitely look back and bring some of our own to that forefront as well. And I want you guys to think about that as you move about your day. Like, who are you supporting in reality? And by your actions, the actions that people don't see. Do you guys support your artist friends? Whether that be makeup, whether that be photography or painting even, are you supporting your artistic friends? Art is not something to be taken lightly. When people are artistic and then they go on social media and they show and share that with you guys, it doesn't necessarily have to be the best content, like I said. If you see people trying and putting effort and being passionate and being confident and trying to share their knowledge with you guys or their passion with you guys, they're being vulnerable. They are literally trying to share their love for the world through art with you guys, right? And that's not always an easy thing to do. It's kind of unfortunate that so many people with so much passion and so much heart and knowledge and skill get overlooked so easily by the same people who have so much energy to give to somebody who already has millions of subscribers or has the same amount of talent as somebody who has 1,000 subscribers, right? And if brands are only going with what they think is marketable, and then all of us reinforce that ideology by only liking a certain type of person, just reinforcing those beauty standards, we're not really making a difference. And don't be fooled. You may see that some people will support and be woke, But a lot of times it seems like people are waiting to be told who they should support. So we end up waiting for the world to be like, hey, look at that group over there. They never get any attention. Let's give them attention for 5 minutes. And then everybody flocks. And then as soon as they're done giving the amount of support they think is necessary to make themselves look like they care, they're right back to it. Still supporting the same old people, reposting the same old people, liking the same old content creators. And, you know, and you see that even now with the Black Lives Matter movement and people starting to follow dark-skinned women and men on social media to support their artistry. I hope that people are able to support even when it's not the cool thing to do. See it with plus size people too, right? For like a year, a couple years, people are like, yeah, plus size people too, plus size people too. And then after that, again, same old reposting, same bodies, no representation. They just give you crumbs and then they're good to go. They don't care no more. And I see it all the time, not just with brands, but with literally everybody on social media. Like everybody on social media screaming about how woke they are, but not putting it into their day-to-day action, not supporting people who they know go through more struggles than others to get to where they are or to be as confident as they are and to share that with the world. And people don't really see that until somebody says, hey, go look at them. And I want you guys not to fall victim to that either, because it's fake. It's disingenuous. It shouldn't have to take somebody to tell you, hey, dark-skinned women are beautiful, go support them, for you to be like, yeah, let's go support them. Like, why did it take so long, babe? Hey, plus size people matter too, let's go support them. You should support them regardless. You know, we really have to kind of check ourselves and be like, are we just doing this for clout, or do we actually care? And if we actually care, how are we showing support to that community in real life, right? Are we really trying to help this group of people get forward? Are we really trying to help our friends who are putting their passions forward and being vulnerable? Are we helping them succeed in reality? Or are we scrolling past their content or walking past their artwork and not even letting them know how great of a job that they're doing? You can literally just let somebody know that you see them and give them encouragement and show support in so many ways. And even those small gestures make the world of a difference. They help people who maybe are not seen by so many others know that they're being seen by somebody. It seems like people on Instagram or YouTube especially kind of feel like, if I like your content, what am I getting out of it? Unless you're somebody who already has a big following, because then in their eyes they feel like society has already decided for them, right? Because we tend to not think for ourselves. Society has decided for them that you are worth supporting. And I really want us to start thinking for ourselves. We really need to allow space for our favorite content creators, along with some new content creators. There's space for everybody. There really is. And especially, guys, you know, if you're already following people, and again, you see them on social media trying to like produce amazing content, why are you not supporting? For example, on my Instagram, I don't have a huge following or nothing like that. I do post makeup pictures, of course, because that's my passion. That's what I like. And I'm going to continue to do so. Oftentimes, I get DMs from other small influencers or people who are starting to post beauty content on their page. And it's always something like, hey, Anthony, I love your content so much. I'll follow you if you like and follow my content. Is that what we're doing? Why do you need to get something from me in return to show support? That stuff is crazy to me. You'd be surprised how often that happens. And it's kind of unfortunate because I just don't live in that space myself, you know? Like, that's just not the person that I am. If I like somebody's content, I like their content. And that's that. I'm not gonna make you like my stuff back. If I like a lot of your stuff, I'm gonna follow you. Like, because that's what matters, is your effort and your content and the passion that you have behind what you're doing, not the amount of followers you have. Not that I'm gonna gain something from following you other than being able to look at the beautiful content that you create. Again, if you are somebody and you are not showing support to the people that you already follow, what's the point of that? Most people do not have huge eyelids and light colored eyes. Most people have a wide range of eyelid space. And a lot of people have dark brown eyes, like mine. Not light brown, not honey brown, a dark brown eye. Same thing with every feature, nose, lips, all of that. And even just being open to following and supporting people who don't look exactly like us. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be a woman following men who do makeup. It's okay to be a man following women who do makeup. It's okay to be lighter skinned following darker skinned people who are bomb at makeup. It's okay to do the opposite. There's so much you can gain as far as knowledge and skill and general knowledge about the world around you from being open to people who don't look like you. We're so focused on somebody doing the same cut crease that everybody does on the same eye shape with blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? The same type of men who do not represent the broad range of men that love makeup either, because we think that those are the only men that like makeup, or they are, I guess, the most marketable because that's just what society is used to. Not every man who wears makeup or who loves makeup is 100 pounds and has big eyelids. You know what I mean? Like, there are gonna be men who look like me who like makeup. There are plenty of men who look like me who like makeup. I really cannot talk and do my makeup at the same time. I don't know why I tried to do this like this, but we about to make it work. We about to make it work. Now again, there's always gonna be exceptions to the rule. I'm not saying that there are no people who look different than the internet prototype that make it. That's not what I'm saying, because there are. But again, that's far and few compared to the amount of people that are being reposted by brands, that are being reposted by those popular makeup pages that, you know, there's just a certain look that you're gonna see and a certain, you know, aesthetic. And I really believe that we have more influence in that than we think we do. And a lot of us just don't take the time to learn to be open. But it's never too late to do better. It really isn't, you know. It's okay to realize late in the game that maybe you are doing some of those things and not realizing it, and just trying to be more proactive in supporting smaller artists or supporting people that you know are not going to get that support from mainstream media. If you're somebody that genuinely wants to see a change and shift in the beauty community, or just our perceptions of beauty in general, which we definitely need to work on as a country, as a world, then it's just never too late to do better. And to just be more aware of the fact that a lot of us do it. It's 2020. We can't act like we don't have knowledge, and we don't know that people look different, and we don't know that beauty standards are different, or we don't know that they're being imposed on us. We have the knowledge, and we have access to this information, and we have access and the capabilities to, again, support and show love to people who maybe don't fall in that spectrum. And a lot of us are just choosing to not be bothered by it. And if you really appreciate artistry and the beauty of makeup, it's for all people. You know what I mean? Ooh, this hair. Y'all don't have to excuse me. I just don't know why we as consumers make it that way as well. Because brands already do it. Algorithms already start that way unless you train your algorithm to show you something else. It's really up to us as consumers to make space for other types of people without having to receive something for giving support. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, that's pretty though from the side. I'm gonna blend this out, y'all. I'm gonna blend that out. That's crazy. And so again, I ask you guys, are you gonna be a part of the problem, or are you gonna be a part of the solution? If hearing these opinions about supporting smaller artists offends you, or you feel like, don't tell me who I gotta support, really look at that. Like, really try to figure out why it's a problem for you, because I want to know. I want to know that. If you don't like makeup at all, I'm not expecting you to go like all the makeup content in the world just because you're trying to help somebody who's underrepresented. That's not what I'm saying. But if you do like makeup and you catch yourself, again, only following a certain type of person and only supporting a certain type of person, ask yourself why that's the case. You know, it may not always be your fault, but ask yourself why that's the case. If you have people on your friends list who are putting their art on blast, showing you guys their paintings, their cooking, their makeup, their photography, and you follow them but you don't show support or show no love, why are you following them? Why is it hard to show support if you recognize that they are putting in effort? Just be more conscientious of the fact that that's how you're navigating your social media space. There's so many people that are underrepresented, and it's just like, what are y'all doing to help with that? What are we doing to help with that? Myself included. Like they say, a hurt dog hollers. So if you are in my comments upset or you don't like what I'm talking about, you're probably the person ignoring people on your feed because they are overweight or because they don't look like a model. And so I'm okay with that. You could be mad. I'm gonna go on with this Nabla Lip Gloss in District. I love the packaging of this. Oh, y'all, this smells like straight up coconut. Ooh. Lately, I've been into like an ignorant amount of highlight, so be prepared. I understand that everybody walks a different path in life and has experienced different things, but I did just want to come on and give my perspective because it is something that I myself would want to be a part of changing in the future, because I myself am a very underrepresented part of this beauty space. And it's not really just about me either. Like, I think about my mom and my niece and who don't get to come on these spaces and feel like they can do what these women are doing or these men are doing because they're only seeing one type of image or one type of person being portrayed. Look at that face, guys. I like it. I like it. Don't mind my hair. Ooh, y'all see this? Don't mind my hair. I'm gonna do my brows and I'm gonna be back. Why didn't y'all let me know I forgot to highlight my nose? Y'all know I love to highlight my big ass nose, okay? I'm using the Juvias Place powder highlighter and the heroin. If you haven't tried a Juvia's Place loose highlighter, baby, you have been missing out. So before I leave, I did just want to finish this with some words of encouragement. If you're somebody like myself who's just starting to get into this beauty space, or maybe it's something you wanted to do for a long time and you have been discouraged throughout any part of the process, I want to encourage you to keep pushing forward. This is a passion of yours. Whatever style of art you want to share with the world that you're passionate about, don't stop yourself. Even if it seems like the world is stopping you, don't stop yourself, because we are going to be the change that we want to see. If any of you have been feeling discouraged, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. People probably feel the same way. So don't give up, okay? I know I'm not going to give up. I'm definitely somebody that when I see a challenge, I take it head on. So even if I may feel like the beauty space isn't as open to somebody who looks like me, it's not gonna stop my hustle, it's not gonna stop my grind, it's not gonna keep me from coming on here and showing you guys my passion for makeup and sharing that passion with the world. Because like I said, I want to be the change that I want to see, and I want to be able to get to a place one day where I can advocate even further for people who never get to be seen. If you stayed this whole time and you heard me ramble, I really appreciate you. This is something I wanted to get off my chest. But if you're a subscriber of mine, I really appreciate your support myself. Like I said, I'm still going to be coming on here doing my thing. Y'all are going to see my face regardless. Don't ever think y'all can get rid of me. I want to hear from you and let me know, like, if you felt this before, some things that you've done to push forward. And if you've been discouraged from doing something that you love, feel free to DM me. Let's talk about it, because you deserve to be seen too. You deserve to know that there are people rooting for you, just like there are people already rooting for those who have millions of subscribers. You deserve that as well. And we can be each other's support. You know what I mean? It starts with us. Lastly, I want to challenge every single one of you who watches this video to challenge yourself this week, every week. Go out and follow somebody that doesn't look like you, support their content, really give them a chance to show you what they have to offer. Y'all ain't tired of seeing the same people over and over again? I know I am. Find some new people. Broaden your horizons a little bit. If you feel what I'm talking about, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Let's all work together to create a better world, a better beauty space. I hope you guys are staying safe. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys the next time.